One of the things that I want to really get in this video is you understand what conviction is, number one. It's called the conviction factor. And this is why that a lot of people say, well, I've got conviction. Well, when I really start looking at them, they don't. What happens is they confuse conviction with confidence, maybe slight confidence. They have conviction to commitment. They get that confused. They confuse conviction with a willingness to do something. Guys, conviction is way beyond that. People feel conviction. There is commitment. There is dedication. Then there's conviction. And when you have commitment, that's I'm going to do it. But it still could be iffy. When you have dedication, it's going to get done, but it may not be at the level that you want. When you have conviction, you're going all out, you're going to get everything, and it's going to be absolute the best. And I want you to get this. People feel conviction, period. And this is why we're going to go over about 5 things that I believe will help you understand the conviction factor and why that you have to have conviction, because conviction is beyond belief. Conviction, if you look at it, when you look at the root words, if you will, of conviction, it means with victory, con victoria. And this is why that my mentor said that the last word in viction is the same root word for victory as far as in Latin, even ancient Aramaic, same root word. And this is why that when you have viction and when you have that type of victory, it's basically conviction leads to victory. Did you get that? Dedication may not, commitment may not, belief may not. Conviction leads to victory. Victory in the marketplace, victory what you want to do, and that's why that the most people with the most conviction, the most obsessive conviction, they're the ones that dominate the world. So I'm going to talk with you about this real quick. Number one, people trust energy behind your words more than the words themselves. Did you get that? People trust the energy behind what you say more than what you say. And when I figured that out, my mentor and I were talking about this one day, I said, then what is happening is people trust the fire behind your words more than the actual audible sound and listening to it. And my mentor said they always will, because one's talking to the mind, the words. The energy behind and inside the words, they're talking to the heart. Big difference. Humans are wired to read emotional truth. Did you get that? We're wired to sense what's going on emotionally with a person even before we think about logically. So conviction hits the brain faster, hits the heart faster than logic ever will. And I'm going to say it one more time. People trust the energy, the fire, the power behind your words and what you say. Then they trust it more than what you say. So this is why, what kind of power, what kind of fire, what kind of energy do you have behind your words, that pushing? That's what charismatic people understand. They have that energy behind their words that people trust, just like that. Number 2, people with absolute 100% extreme confidence and certainty creates basically, I'm going to use the word safety, if you will. And people follow whoever makes them feel like that they're safe, they're protected, or they can change my life and transform it in a whole different way. This is why that when your tone says, I know the way, when your tone, what you say, speaks to them and says, I know the way, or I've been there, I'm going to take you there, or I know the way, I've traveled the path, and I'm going to show you how to get there. Their internal structure, their emotional nerves, their emotional state, if you will, instinctively moves towards you, because people are always looking to better their life. Would you agree with that? Charismatic people understand that. Everybody's looking for a better life. You have to show them, I know the way, I've been there, and I want to help take you there. That alone, that conviction, that confidence, that certainty, people will follow whoever makes them feel that their life is going to get better. Did you get that? That's who they'll follow every single time. Number 3, conviction bypasses mindset, bypasses thinking, bypasses logic, and conviction speaks directly to the self-image. Did you get that? Conviction speaks directly to a person's self-image. Logic convinces the mind. It's just the way it is. That's logical. Okay. It convinces the mentality and convinces the thinking, the mind, the brain. But conviction awakens that part of the person that they want to believe in something bigger, something is more possible for their life, something could happen huge in their life. And when you start talking conviction, it immediately starts talking to the person who wants a bigger self-image, a more powerful life, a more powerful lifestyle. And when you start talking like that and start talking to them in that manner, that tone, that conviction, those words, and showing them that you can help them get there, that type of tone, that type of conviction, that type of energy, if you will, awakens that dream state, that oh my gosh, my dreams can come true in a person, and they will follow you to the moon and back. Guys, I understand. I used to be like that, and I felt somebody 37 years ago, and I felt a conviction. I said, this guy can help me get to where I dream of going. And he did. And this is why the conviction bypasses the brain and speaks directly to self-image. Number 4, a confident delivery of words, delivery of speech. A confident conversation makes even a simple idea feel profound. Did you get that? When you're confident, when you have a conviction that you know that what you're saying and this idea is going to work, it makes a simple idea feel profound. They're going to go, wow, there's something to this because I feel it. Did you get that? There's something to this idea because I feel it. People don't remember the details of your message. Get this. People don't remember the details of your message. What they remember is the energy, the fire, the force with which you delivered it. Did you get that? People don't remember the details of your message, but man, they remember how you delivered it, the fire behind it, the energy within it, and what they felt when you did deliver it. That's what they remember. Pure, on fire conviction. Number 5, conviction, it radiates leadership. It broadcasts leadership long before competence is ever proven. Did you get that? I know people right now that have a conviction. They're learning leadership. They're not in that leadership place yet that I would call them a great leader, but they're learning. But yet they have such conviction in where they're going that conviction is a sign of leadership long before anyone's proven themselves competent. And that's why a lot of companies hire people like that, because they know they have leadership potential because the conviction's already there. You can teach leadership skills, but rarely can you teach conviction. In every era, the one who speaks with an unwavering belief, an unwavering tone, an unwavering conviction becomes the one that others assume know how to get there. Did you get that? So I'm going to say it one more time. Conviction, broadcast, signals, radiates, whatever you want to call it, leadership long before competence shows up. And that's one of the reasons why, guys, that you got to have conviction. And what is conviction? You got commitment, you got dedication, you have conviction. Conviction is what people feel, and you know that you know that you know. Conviction, the last word, viction, is the same root word as victory. You know that you're going to have victory. There's no doubt about it. And you're going there and you're taking people with them. That is conviction. Guys, let me tell you something. We're really doing a lot of stuff here that nobody else is doing. The reason for this is because I don't know very many people that understand that charisma is a skill. It is a skill set. It is something, a system that you integrate within your language, within your beliefs and everything else that can impact results, sales, business, income like crazy. And that's why we're doing it here. Everybody says, how did you get to do billions and billions and billions in volume and work with corporations and turn them around? I didn't do that. First off, God did. I give him all the credit. But second, the Lord opened my eyes to just how important charisma is. And the more charismatic people became in business that I coached, the more powerful and successful they became. Isn't God good? Guys, like, follow, subscribe, and share this video. Somebody needs this. I know it. Somebody needs to hear this video. And more importantly, spread the fire.